Hello everyone, Robert Kirkman here. I'm thrilled to share some insights into the creation of Invincible. It all started long before the animated series with a comic book. This comic was a labor of love for me and my incredible collaborators Corey Walker and Ryan Otley. We wanted to tell a new kind of superhero story. Our main character, Mark Grayson, seems like a normal teenager at first, but he has a secret. His father is the most powerful superhero on Earth. And soon, Mark gets his own powers and becomes invincible. We launched the first issue way back in 2003, hoping readers would connect with Mark's journey. The Invincible comic book quickly found its audience. People seemed to enjoy that we weren't afraid to play with common superhero ideas. We twisted expectations and showed the real, often messy, consequences of having superpowers. The comic ran for many years, allowing us to build a large and detailed world. We explored Mark's life, his relationships, and his struggles in great depth. It wasn't just about the fights, it was about the person behind the mask. The fans who stuck with us through all 144 issues are a huge reason why Invincible has had such a lasting impact. And their support was truly inspiring for us. Creating the universe of the Invincible comic was an amazing experience. We introduced so many different characters, from Earth-based heroes and villains to alien races from across the galaxy. There were the Viltrumites, the Flaxans, and many others, each with their own cultures and motivations. This rich tapestry of intergalactic politics and personal stories provided a huge amount of material. We spent years developing these elements, making sure the world felt lived in and consistent. This detailed world building was something we were very proud of, and it became a cornerstone of the Invincible saga, offering endless possibilities for stories. The comic book really set the stage for everything that came later with the animated series. We established a unique tone from the very beginning. We blended the everyday struggles of growing up with the extraordinary and often very violent life of a superhero. One moment Mark would be worrying about homework or a date, and the next he'd be fighting for his life against a massive alien. This combination of grounded reality and over-the-top superhero action was crucial. The comic showed that you could have shocking, brutal moments alongside genuinely heartfelt character development. These core elements were what we knew we had to carry forward. Adapting Invincible from a beloved comic book into an animated series was a very exciting challenge. As the original creator, I was deeply involved. We wanted to capture the heart and soul of the comics. Amazon Prime Video gave us the freedom to tell the story. We embraced mature themes and intense action. Our goal was to create an adult animated series. Simon Rashopper joined as showrunner. His experience was invaluable. We mapped out the narrative for television. It was a collaborative effort. We aimed to stay true to the comic's spirit. Our vision was clear from the start. We wanted to create a show that was unapologetically adult, balancing brutal honesty and emotional depth. The voices behind the characters are incredibly important in any animated series. For Invincible, we were so fortunate to assemble an absolutely amazing cast. Leading the cast is Stephen Yeun, who voices Mark Grayson, also known as Invincible. Stephen captures Mark's journey perfectly. Sandra Oh brings incredible depth to Debbie Grayson, Mark's mother. J.K. Simmons delivers an iconic performance as Omni-Man. Walton Goggins perfectly captures Cecil's pragmatic nature. Our entire ensemble cast is phenomenal, creating a rich and believable world. When it came to the animation style for Invincible, we wanted something that felt both classic and fresh. Our aim was to honor the incredible artwork of Corey Walker and Ryan Otley from the comic books. Their character designs and the overall aesthetic are so iconic. The animation team worked diligently to translate that 2D comic art into fluid, dynamic motion for the screen. We focused on clean lines and vibrant colors, but also on ensuring that the characters could express a wide range of emotions. The style needed to be versatile enough to handle quiet, dramatic scenes as well as explosive, high-octane action sequences. One of the defining features of Invincible is its unflinching depiction of action and its consequences. We made a conscious decision that the animation would not shy away from the brutality inherent in superhero battles of this magnitude. When characters with immense power collide, the impact is devastating, and we wanted to show that. This means the fight scenes can be quite graphic, but it's never gratuitous. It's there to underscore the stakes and the reality of the violence these characters face and sometimes inflict. This approach to action helps set Invincible apart from many other animated superhero stories that might sanitize such encounters. The choreography of the fight scenes in Invincible is something we put a lot of thought into. Each major battle is designed to be more than just a spectacle. It's meant to tell a story and reveal character. The way characters fight, the choices they make in combat, and the injuries they sustain all contribute to their development and the overall narrative. We wanted each punch, each blast, and each impact to feel significant. The animation team uses speed, weight, and dynamic camera angles to make these sequences incredibly visceral and exciting to watch, ensuring the audience feels the power involved in these superhuman clashes. Balancing the epic scale of the action with the more intimate, character-driven moments was a key challenge for our animation style. The show can switch from a city-destroying brawl to a quiet, emotional conversation in an instant. The animation needed to support both extremes effectively. The character acting in the animation is crucial here. Conveying subtle emotions through facial expressions and body language is just as important as animating a punch. This careful balance ensures that the spectacle never overshadows the human stories at the core of Invincible, allowing viewers to connect with the characters on a deeper level. Section 5, Beyond the Cape, exploring deep emotional journeys. While Invincible certainly delivers on superhero action, the heart of the show truly lies in its deep character arcs. We always intended for this series to be about more than just who can punch the hardest. Mark Grayson's evolution is central to this. He starts as an eager, somewhat naive teenager, excited about getting his powers. But as the story unfolds, he's forced to confront harsh realities, make incredibly difficult choices, and deal with immense loss and responsibility. Watching Mark grow and change, seeing him stumble and learn, is a core part of the Invincible experience for viewers. Debbie Grayson's emotional journey is another powerful example of our focus on character depth. As I mentioned, Sandra Oh does an incredible job portraying her. After Omni-Man's devastating betrayal, Debbie's world is shattered. The series doesn't shy away from showing her grief, her anger, and her struggle to rebuild her life and support her son. We explore her coping mechanisms, including her reliance on alcohol, with a realism that is rare in superhero stories. Debbie's arc is about resilience, finding strength in the face of unimaginable pain and redefining her identity, making her a truly inspiring figure. It's not just Mark and Debbie who undergo significant development. Many characters in the Invincible universe have their own complex emotional journeys. Atom Eve, for instance, grapples with the purpose of her incredible powers and her desire to make a genuine difference in the world, often questioning the traditional superhero path. Then there's Robot, whose motivations are intricate and often morally ambiguous, leading him down a fascinating and sometimes unsettling path. Even characters who might seem like straightforward heroes or villains often have hidden depths and surprising developments, enriching the tapestry of the show. This commitment to exploring complex emotional arcs is what truly makes Invincible distinct. We want our audience to connect with these characters on a human level, even though they live in an extraordinary world filled with aliens and superpowers. Their struggles with identity, loss, love, betrayal, and responsibility are universal. By grounding the fantastical elements in relatable human emotions, we hope to create a show that resonates long after the credits roll. It's this focus on the internal lives of our characters that we believe elevates Invincible beyond a typical superhero narrative and into something more profound. Section 6. Tackling big ideas, the core themes of Invincible. Invincible aims to be more than just an entertaining superhero show. We also want it to make you think. The series delves into significant themes that add layers of meaning to the action and drama. One prominent theme is the difficult transition into adulthood and the sudden weight of responsibility. We see this primarily through Mark Grayson. He gets his powers and is immediately thrust into a world where his actions have life or death consequences. This mirrors the real-world experience of growing up and facing new, often daunting challenges. Family, and specifically the theme of betrayal within a family, is another cornerstone of Invincible. The relationship between Mark, Debbie, and Nolan, Omni-Man, is central to the entire saga. The revelation of Nolan's true nature and his subsequent actions sent shockwaves through their family. The show explores the profound impact of this betrayal, the pain it causes, and the difficult path towards healing and rebuilding trust. These family dynamics are intensely emotional and provide much of the series' dramatic power. The nature of power itself is a recurring theme we explore. What does it mean to have immense power? How does it change a person? Does it corrupt or does it create an unbearable burden? In Invincible, we see characters grapple with these questions in different ways. Some, like Mark, strive to use their powers responsibly, though they often stumble. Others are tempted by power or overwhelmed by it. The Viltrumites, for example, represent a society built on the idea of power as an absolute right. This exploration adds a philosophical dimension to the superhero conflicts. Finally, the theme of identity is woven throughout the series. Mark struggles with his dual heritage as half human, half Viltrumite. He constantly questions who he is and what path he should follow. Many other characters also grapple with their identities. Atom Eve redefines her purpose, Robot transforms himself, and even villains have complex backstories that shape who they've become. The show continually asks what it truly means to be a hero, a villain, or just a person trying to find their way in a complicated world. These thematic explorations are designed to provoke thought and discussion long after each episode ends. Section 7. The Price of Power, Accountability, and Complex Morality. A key aspect of Invincible is how it critiques some of the more traditional superhero tropes, especially the idea that heroes operate without consequence. We make a point to emphasize the collateral damage that occurs during massive superhero battles. Buildings are destroyed and innocent civilians are often caught in the crossfire, sometimes losing their lives. This isn't just background noise in our show, it's a serious issue that characters have to confront. This focus on the realistic outcomes of superhuman conflict forces both the characters and the audience to consider the true cost of heroism. In a way many stories don't. The series also delves deeply into morally grey areas. We feature characters like Cecil Stedman, who operates from a belief that the ends justify the means. He makes incredibly difficult, sometimes ethically questionable choices to protect the Earth. He's not a straightforward hero or villain, he exists in that complicated space in between. This challenges viewers to think about what they would do in his position and whether his actions are truly for the greater good. Invincible doesn't provide easy answers, preferring to present these complex moral dilemmas and allow the audience to draw their own conclusions. Furthermore, Invincible explores how heroes, despite their best intentions, can inadvertently contribute to the creation of new villains. Characters like Powerplex or Angstrom Levy have tragic backstories that are directly or indirectly linked to the actions of superheroes. This highlights the idea that every action has a reaction, and that even well-meaning efforts can have unforeseen and negative consequences. It adds a layer of complexity to the hero-villain dynamic, moving beyond simple good versus evil narratives, and showing how cycles of violence and revenge can perpetuate themselves. Ultimately, Invincible doesn't shy away from the darker, more complicated aspects of a world with superheroes. It presents a narrative where accountability is a major concern, where the lines between right and wrong are often blurred, and where the consequences of wielding immense power are starkly portrayed. This thoughtful and often critical examination of heroism and its impact is a core part of what makes the show resonate with so many people. We believe this approach offers a more mature and realistic take on the superhero genre, prompting important conversations about power and responsibility. Section 8. Bringing Invincible to the world, production and release strategy. Creating an animated series like Invincible is a massive undertaking involving a large and dedicated team. The process starts with writing scripts, storyboarding and designing characters. Then comes the meticulous work of animation. Voice recording, sound design, and music composition follow. Our partnership with Amazon Prime Video provides global reach and creative freedom. The streaming model allows viewers to watch week to week or binge watch. We aim to release new seasons annually, keeping fans engaged and excited. Section 9. The saga continues, the exciting future of Invincible. The journey of Invincible is far from over, and we are incredibly excited about what the future holds for the series. The response from fans and critics alike has been amazing. and it fuels our desire to continue telling Mark Grayson's story. We were thrilled to announce at San Diego Comic-Con that Season 4 is officially in the works. We aim for a premiere in 2026, ensuring it meets high expectations. The anticipation for more adventures, drama and world-shattering fights is palpable. The future is bright and full of possibilities for Mark Grayson and the entire Invincible universe. Thank you for being part of this adventure with us.